It's finally happening. After years of rumors, leaks, and wild speculation, Nintendo has officially confirmed the Nintendo Switch 2. And it's exactly what most of us were expecting. It's not a radical departure like the Wii was from the GameCube, but rather a refined evolution of what made the original Switch so successful. On January 16, Nintendo dropped a sleek 2-minute reveal trailer, confirming that the Switch 2 is set to launch in 2025. And while that trailer gave us a lot to think about, it also left us with many questions. How powerful is it? How much will it cost? And what's up with that new Joy-Con button? In this video, we're breaking down everything we know about the Nintendo Switch 2, from the latest leaks and rumors to confirmed features and what we can expect from the upcoming Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. So if you're as hyped for the Switch 2 as we are, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what feature you're hoping for most. Alright, that's enough waiting, let's get into it. Nintendo Switch 2 release date and price speculation. Nintendo is keeping things mysterious when it comes to the exact release date of the Switch 2. In their January 16th reveal trailer, they confirmed the console would launch in 2025, but they stopped short of giving us a specific date. That leaves us with a big question. Will it be early 2025, or will Nintendo hold off for a holiday seasonal release to capitalize on the biggest shopping period of the year? Right now, there are two main theories floating around. The first is that the Switch 2 will drop in the first half of 2025, possibly April, to roughly line up with a launch window of the original Switch back in 2017. This would make sense, as Nintendo has a history of spring console releases, dating back to the Game Boy Advance in 2001 and the Nintendo 3DS in 2011. The second theory suggests a late 2025 release, with Nintendo aiming to dominate the holiday market. A November or December launch would put the Switch 2 in direct competition with the PS5, the Xbox Series X, and even PC gaming handhelds like the Steam Deck and the Asus ROG Ally. It would also give Nintendo more time to perfect its launch lineup and ensure units are available to meet demand. As for the price, well, that's even more up in the air right now. Speculation places the Switch 2 between $399 and $499, which would put it closer to the cost of a PS5 or Xbox Series X. But we also know that Nintendo is very aware of affordability. In a recent Q&A session, Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa reassured investors that pricing will take into account the affordable expectations that players have for Nintendo products. There have even been some international leaks hinting at possible price points. A report from Italy suggested a real retail price of €365, roughly $379, while a supposed Costco Canada employee leak claimed the console will launch at 499 CAD, which translates to about $350 in the US. If true, this would make the Switch 2 only $30 more expensive than the current Switch OLED model, a much easier price tag for most gamers to stomach. But of course, they are all unconfirmed rumors for now. The good news is, we won't have to wait too long for more information. Nintendo has already announced a dedicated Nintendo Direct on April 2nd, where we'll most likely get official pricing details, a concrete release date, and maybe even a look at some first-party games launching alongside the console. Until then, all we can do is speculate, but one thing is for sure. The Switch 2 is shaping up to be one of the biggest console launches of this decade. Nintendo Switch 2 design and new features. At first glance, the Nintendo Switch 2 might look pretty similar to its predecessor, but there are some big changes, literally. The most noticeable difference? It's bigger. In an era where handheld gaming devices like the Steam Deck OLED and Asus ROG Ally are pushing larger screens and bulkier designs, Nintendo is following suit. In the reveal trailer, we saw the Switch 2 placed next to the original Switch, and while Nintendo hasn't given us official measurements, internet sleuths have estimated that the new display could be around 7.5 inches, a big jump from the original Switch's 6.2. It also looks like the bezels are thinner, meaning more of the front of the device is dedicated to the display. One of the biggest and best design changes, the new kickstand. If you remember the flimsy tiny strip on the original Switch, you know how frustrating it could be. The Switch OLED improved on this, and now the Switch 2 takes it even further. The new kickstand covers the entire back of the device, making it fully adjustable, so you can view the screen from multiple angles. One of the biggest mysteries is a new button on the right Joy-Con. If you watch the reveal trailer closely, you might have noticed that Nintendo actually blurred it out, which has led to a ton of speculation. Early leaks labeled it with C, but right now, we have no clue what it is and what it could be. Speaking of Joy-Cons, the Switch 2 might be introducing an entirely new way to use them. A recently discovered Nintendo patent suggests that new Joy-Cons could have mouse-like functionality, allowing them to slide along surfaces and be used like a PC gaming mouse. This would be a huge departure from traditional Joy-Con controls, and could open up a new gameplay of possibilities. Imagine an RTS game where one Joy-Con acts like a mouse, while the other controls movement, something we've never seen before on a Nintendo console. But that's not all. The patent also showed a completely new controller design, which looks more like a traditional console controller. If this is real, we could be looking at a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller with enhanced features, to compete with Sony's DualSense and Xbox's Elite Series controllers. While all of these patterns and leaks sound exciting, we still don't know exactly which of these features will make it into the final version of the Switch 2. But one thing is clear. Nintendo isn't just making a bigger Switch, they're introducing new ways to play. Nintendo Switch 2 specs and key upgrades. When it comes to raw power, Nintendo has always taken a different approach compared to Sony and Microsoft. While PlayStation and Xbox focus on high-performance hardware, Nintendo prioritizes innovation and accessibility. That being said, the Switch 2 will undoubtedly be more powerful than its predecessor, but just how much more powerful? That's the big question. We don't have official specs yet, but reports suggest the Switch 2 will feature an upgraded Nvidia chip, replacing the aging Tegra X1 found in the original Switch. This means better performance, improved graphics, and potentially even support for modern game technologies like DLSS. If true, this could allow games to run at high resolutions with smoother frame rates while maintaining the energy efficiency required for a hybrid console. One of the biggest challenges for the original Switch was its aging hardware. Even when it launched in 2017, it was already underpowered compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, in 2025, it's competing with the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and upcoming handheld PCs that are significantly stronger. So while Nintendo might not directly compete on power, they need to step things up to keep up with modern gaming demands. And the Joy-Cons, they get a major upgrade too. While they may look similar at first glance, one of the most significant changes is how they connect to the console. The old railing system is gone, and instead, we're getting a magnetic attachment system. If you've seen the reveal trailer, you might have noticed the Joy-Cons snapping into and out of the Switch 2 in a completely new way. This could mean a more secure connection, better durability, and maybe even new motion controls capabilities. Nintendo is also redesigning the dock. The new dock has softer, rounder edges, giving it a more modern look. We haven't seen the ports on the back yet, but fans are hoping Nintendo keeps its Ethernet port that was introduced with the Switch OLED dock. While Nintendo is keeping a lot of the technical details under wraps, one thing is clear, the Switch 2 isn't just an upgrade, it's a true evolution of the hybrid console concept. It's improving in all the right areas, and if the rumored performance boosts and controller innovations turn out to be true, the Switch 2 could be the most ambitious console yet. The final piece of the puzzle, though, is the Switch 2's game library. With the original Switch seeing success through the influx of amazing titles like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Super Mario Odyssey, the Switch 2 will have to continue this tradition. If it launches with strong exclusive games, Nintendo's legacy of creativity and fun will ensure the Switch is a smash hit. Ultimately, Switch 2 appears to be shaping up to be one of the biggest steps in gaming history. With redefined hardware, a larger screen, better Joy-Cons, and a promise of innovation, the Switch 2 could cement Nintendo's position at the forefront of gaming for another generation. All we need now is a release date and pricing details, which will likely determine whether it's another hit or miss opportunity for the company. That's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and of course remember to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Nintendo console.